Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the Clone Crater, where we have flying dupes inside of a wind tunnel. Because, why not? In order to improve the dupes' lives, we also put in some saunas, fed off of the steam room. My frame rates have taken a massive hit. I have 32, 4, 35, 38 dupes in jet suits, which is just a lot. You see one flying in there now. The new dupes are kind of slow, even though they're wearing jet suits, and we just got our statue made. So I thought we'd do some overview of this base. It's becoming unplayable. Trying to build more rockets and trying to get the dupes to do anything is awful. But it's hilarious. So let's do some quick overview of this base and kind of what's happened since you were last here. With all the dupes flying around in jetpacks, gases have gone insane. Obviously, they're producing a lot of carbon dioxide. Wherever they decide to go in various directions, it causes issues. This pump got flooded, so this area got filled up. Somehow there was a natural liquid on vent thing that kind of overpressurized one area. So not only do I have a ton of dupes in jet suits, we also just have a massive amount of gases moving around, liquids everywhere, and I have not helped anything with this system up here. This sour gas boiler kind of works. Sometimes it doesn't quite keep up and you gotta turn the temperature down a little bit. So this is not a good sour gas boiler design, and because it's doing gas, phase change, liquid, solid shipping, it is absolute murder on your CPU. That being said, it's mostly powering the base. Let's take a look at the liquid pipe overlay on this map, because, dear God, we've got 3 different cooling loops, the hydrogen and the oxygen loop, the petroleum. We have cooling loop for the new, we have cooling loop for the sleet wheat, and for the lettuce, we then have the bathroom piping and the jet suit piping. Down here we have cooling loop for the hydrogen vent and the water, as well as water for oxygen systems. We have more water for bathrooms. We have polluted water that is now feeding a peppernut farm, so my dupes can have more coffee. We have the other water cooling loop that's also cooling the steam vent. We have, what do we got? 1 pipe of liquid coming in and a second pipe of liquid running overflow and even more. We'll go back up to the top. Over here we have a saltwater geyser that dumps liquid directly into this saltwater geyser that then pumps back down to this saltwater geyser that then splits it between the lettuce farm and all that other overflow comes over here to the steam room. Good God. Down here we have a liquid sorting system. Oh, should also do this. The natural gas generators up here at the top of the map. Where are they? Zoom out some more. Dump their liquid all the way down the map, and it ends up down here. This pipe then picks it up, as well as extra liquids from the other side of the map. All the polluted water goes one way, all the extra water gets dumped into the steam room. All of the extra salt water has been getting dumped into the steam room. Over here, we have 8 kilos of water coming from steam turbines, getting directly cooled running through this loop. If it's too hot, it comes back around and 2 kilos of the cool water gets mixed in. Over here, the other steam turbine is also dumping water into the big water tank so that I can keep all of the oxygen systems full of water. We then have another cooling loop for this power. We have a cooling loop for these steam turbines. And then down here we have another pump for other overflow. It is just insanity of liquid piping. I mean, we'll just zoom out. Oh, over here we have all the various liquids coming up from the bottom of the map. That is a lot of piping. I tried not to dig up too much of the map, just kind of cored out this center area and then have been slowly digging out areas inside of Abyssite. Gas piping is just as bad. Let's see, what do we got? We have picking up trash from down here, filtering out chlorine for making bleach stone, grabbing the gas from down here, sorting out any natural gas, pumping the rest up. Over here we have more pumps picking up whatever carbon dioxide gets stored for the soda fountains and sent around. We also have a couple of carbon skimmers to take out even more carbon dioxide. We probably have dupes fleeing. We have natural gas coming into a storage tank and feeding the oven, as well as backup for the sour gas system. We got hydrogen running all over the place. It is an insane map. It's awesome. Rocket-wise, we got cargo rockets going out to 70, and then I was building those other rockets to come up here to this glimmering planet. I don't think the living planet's worth going to. That was the plan for those rockets, but the frame rate's taken such a hit that I'm like, you know what? I achieved what I wanted to on this map, which was complete disregard for efficiency, brute forcing a magma chamber. How many Aqua Tuners did I end up with? So there's 7 Aqua Tuners there, as well as a thermoregulator. We have another 3 Aqua Tuners, so that's 10. 11, 12, 13 Aqua Tuners, and 3 thermoregulators. Because these thermoregulators are cooling space and the Scarborough volcano. Just insanity. This shipping system has actually worked out quite well for frozen methane coming in from space. So I kind of like that for helping melt that easier. On other maps, I always just end up with a giant chunk of it. Oh, if I look at the temperature overlay. So these steam turbines are being cooled by the hydrogen loop. So even though that's just a granite pipe, it is so cold coming off of that that it's solidifying everything that comes near it. These natural gas generators are self-cooling, so they just dump polluted water onto themselves and get it hot or boil it. But the rest of the base, with this many Aqua Tuners, has actually turned out quite nice. I mean, look at that. It's just all kind of like nice and yellow. We actually over-chilled some of the plants. As you see, earlier on this was all stupidly red, and now it's blue-greenish. The magma chambers are still stupid hot, but I cooled down the rest of it. And down here it's quite warm. I really do just want to see what's in there. Is there any issue with just digging down into this? No. My dupes might get a little cooked, but I just want to see what's down here. And construction, we'll set all this up to a 7. Alright. Just to see what I missed in that middle section that is completely surrounded by magma. But geyser-wise, just an insane amount. I mean, hopefully someone will grab the coordinates for this and come try it out and see what they can do with that much water, because, yeah, that is absolutely the most water geysers I've ever seen. All in all, a fun map, definitely some interesting challenges and a different style of play to just kind of come through and see what happens if you just throw an Aqua Tuner at every problem. For me, when it comes to oxygen not included, I like solving the map. I like the startup phase where you kind of see what you've got to work with, and that mid-game hump of what geysers can I use, how can I make this work for me. Once you get to the late game where you have access to essentially infinite energy, infinite water, infinite resources from space, then it's just wait around till you build whatever your next project is. But I don't find those as interesting. That's usually why I stop maps around the 500 cycles mark, because by that point I've got everything sorted. What do I got? 4, 5, 8 rockets, or 6 rockets going and 2 more being built. A lot of dupes all in jet suits. Ooh. And now we have 4 flying dupes flying inside of wind tunnels. And that's just absolutely hilarious. I think the previous video where the dupe was, sometimes they fly when they're drinking soda or coffee. They'll just hover around the top of the room, which is also just hilarious. I mean, things that happen when you give your dupes free range in jet suits. And, what would you do if you were hopped up on caffeine wearing a jetpack? You'd fly it everywhere. It's too bad they won't down. So, yeah, they're there. Just floating in midair, because why not? I think even the game developers say, don't give your dupes free rein when wearing jet suits because the pathing is so difficult. I wonder, I don't actually need the ladder, right? So I can just dig at a 7 because they're all in jet suits. You get in the habit of telling people to build ladders so they don't get stuck, because how often do you just have all of your dupes wearing jetpacks and you don't have to worry about ladders? And everything in here is hot and dead. All right, is anyone else coming to help? Oh, all right. Well, I'll pause you for a little bit while the builders come and build. All right, they are just about done. Again, dupes and jet suits can just kind of flow wherever they want. Yep, there was an entire oil biome down there. And that polluted water vent. I really don't know. I'm assuming gaseous phosphorus will stay down here and water won't flow down. It's all way too high pressure for that polluted water vent. It's not going to release anything. And there's some chlorine down here. All right, let's lower the priority on that. Just, yeah. No, I want to zoom out. Okay, I need to pause. There we go. Now we can zoom. Almost exposed it all. So yeah, this was a giant magma chamber that even looped up and around. This one went all the way up to the top. And then this map was just weird with these exposure to space segments in the middle. Just never seen that before. Anyway. So yeah, that was the clone crater, which Not entirely sure what I was expecting going into it, but I definitely enjoyed the map coming out, and this whole everyone in jet suits thing was more than amusing enough for me. Anyway, if you have any questions or have, want to kind of look at what other things are going on in this map, definitely let me know or leave a comment. It's punishing for the computer, that's for sure. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day.